Hello and welcome to the gold medal game of the Men's European Cup 2018. I'm the lovely Beatrix, and joining me on stream is the fabulous Very Cherry with the knowledgeable Riggs on production. We're going to be talking you through all of the action of today's final New World Order versus Southern Discomfort Roller Derby. And right now we're going to head straight in with those rosters.
All right, and it is my absolute pleasure. I am totally #blessed to be reading this roster to you. We have in the black Southern Discomfort Roller Derby, and I'm going to read you the full roster that they had for this tournament. 1019 Brains, 087 Lee, 101 Blitzkrieg, 11 Noli Noli, 1314 Robert the Bruise, 138 Savage Hun, 14 Samdroid, 15 Skelton, 1664 Jam Master J, 254 Fluke, number 3 Sutton Impact, 300 Logan Nighthawk, 34 Chronic, number 5 Shane Aisby, 6283 Spectral, 63 Shank McCoy, 666 Reaper, number 7 Horn Dog, 76 Illbilly, 812 Killbricks, Southern Discomfort.
And for New World Order, playing in the white, 000, oh my god, 021 Fogzilla, 025 Bosch, 042 Lieutenant Dam, 05 Fish, 06 Rufio, number 1 Don Gingiviani, 100 Alien Al, 15 Peter Parker, 17 Quadra Kill, 1997 Cloud Strike, 2 Shrooms, 212 Zoob, 24 Smack Bauer, 33 Shaw, 37 Scrimley, 43 Scott T Dog, 672 Gazooka, 747 Scooby Zoom, and 9 Velociraptor. That is New World Order.
Wonderful stuff, and we've got a few seconds, so let's tell you who is officiating this fantastic game of roller derby on skates, led up by Duncan Disorderly. We have Righteous Oxide, Big Smack, Caps Lock, Wonder Zebra, Dracul, Holly, and Batmags. We also have as your non-skating officials Dorian Gray, Goria Estefan, Nurgle, Joker, Miss Fury, Madame Wiesel, Bon Weasley, Hannah, Misty Moan, Stagosaurus, Sticks and Stoner, and Nafaru Hanu, which I've probably not quite said right.
So they are your officials, and we are off with a bang. Blitzkrieg with the star for SDRD, Fish for MRD.
Wonderful hit there from Brains, taking Fish to the outside as we see Blitzkrieg grabbing the first lead jam of the day, while Fish trying to do a star pass. B, you don't see Fish doing a star pass very often.
Well, you know what? I think that was a bit of a fake out there as Fish finishes his completion of the initial pass. Star still in hand, pops the star on, but Blitzkrieg well aware, calls off the jam, picking up 4 points and riling up that crowd, Very Cherry.
Yeah, the crowd in here are loving it. So as you can hear, my voice has already gone a little bit on the horsey side. We have our house announcements, Roller Polar Bear and Claire literally getting this crowd bananas. So we're kind of going to have to struggle to get over them, but we don't care because it's a wonderful atmosphere here at MEC for the final at the Walker Activity Dome.
Beautiful roundup of how we're all feeling, Cherry. Beautiful. Lieutenant Dan with the star for New World Order. Fluke for SDRD. Lieutenant Dan pushing forward, knocked inside though. He's going to be recycled right the way back. Fluke taking the outside line, moves inwards around the side. Perfect sweep there
from Savage Hun, straight in there with that offense B. Oh, you can see him winding up to it, and it was tasty as toast.
It really was. Fluke coming in now on this scoring pass. Lieutenant Dan about a quarter of a lap behind Cherry. And Fluke, well, that wasn't a fluke. Calls off the jam and denies MRD opportunity to score.
And we have one of the bench crew for SDRD, Igor, coming into the middle there. Look at that shirt. Oh, I love it when people dress for the occasion. Love it.
Much like us.
Well, just like we have.
So points on the board for SDRD. Nothing for New World Order right now. We are dancing straight into Jam 3. Scrimley with the star for New World Order. Jam Master J for SDRD, but it is Scrimley with the first lead for New World Order in this game.
And the house crowd, so excited by that, had to adjust my headphones, try and get rid of them. They're so loud.
Well, Scrimley knocked out, recycled back. Gazuka, Alien L, all raining down hits on Jam Master J, but he completes his initial as Scrimley, still stuck in that pack, has to call the jam, but points on the board for MRD, and we're going to see that replay right now.
Dun, 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 dun.
You see the pack moving back towards Jamline as whistle is blown. Scrimley takes the inside and was able to run right up that straightaway.
Yeah, wonderful work there from Scrimley, but I do have to say, I don't think it's going to be that. That's not going to happen very often in this game.
Don't be controversial so early on. We've got a long time to fill. Controversy can come later.
Oh, I like it. Second half controversy.
Rufio with the start for New World Order. Shank McCoy for Southern Discomfort. Shank McCoy striking out first, but Rufio finds the way. Second lead jam for New World Order.
And some wonderful offense again coming in from Savage Hunt at the front of the pack. Just helping Shank get past that last line of defense. Lovely, beautiful jammer offense pairing of Shank and Savage. A Savage Shank, if you will.
Well, Rufio feeling the Savage right now. Knocked out by Skelton, forced to call off that jam. 2 further points picked up though, so New World Order starting to try and claw back that 4-point differential between SDRD and themselves. And I have to say, braced walls from SDRD on point.
Oh, loving it. Nailed it, as you would say.
Oh, on fleek, as I would say.
I'm just going to open a can of Coke. Sorry if it's really loud.
I love that you put the microphone to it for sound effects. Oh, a little bit of contact, blocker to start this jam. Pretty sure we're going to see penalties from that. But right now, Fish versus Blitzkrieg. And Fish not able to grab lead. No pass, no point. Blitzkrieg in the driving seat. And Blitzkrieg quite wisely, Very Cherry calling off that jam.
Yeah, a little bit of a little hit just as the whistle was blowing there. From Sutton onto his Team England mate Fish.
Well, you know, it's a bit like Mastermind. He started, so he finished.
Glad you said Mastermind then, B.
Not sure where else you thought I'd be going. This is a family show.
5 seconds is called. Everyone's having a good scrum up at the pivot line, but they're itching to go backwards, but they don't. They stay forwards. We've got Fluke versus Lieutenant Dan, and Lieutenant Dan, I've got to say, this weekend he has been used to getting lead with no bother, and there is a wonderful example of that.
Absolutely, saw the space and completely committed to it, which enabled him to get through that pack. Now the pack is racing though. Small apex jump over the hips of Sutton to grab those points and call the jam, and we're going to see that apex jump rerun right now. So here you see the speed picking up of this pack. Lieutenant Dan coming in. Sutton getting himself in position by that apex. But Lieutenant Dan able to just neutralise that with a hop, skip and a jump.
And we are in a 1-point game B. We have SDRD with 8. We have Manchester New World Order with 7. 5 points, 5 minutes, has already gone in this game. Really low scoring start. Ooh.
Rufio up against Jam Master J. Rufio pushing forward. Oh my God, with the offense. One left to pass up front from SDRD. Ill Billy though with the late hit there, forcing Rufio back to turn 2. And lead jammer is not called. Still open. Jam Master J, no pass, no point. Rufio pushing. Very Cherry. This is getting tense just at that moment. 30 seconds in.
Yeah, it was a bit of a fast-paced jam there, B. We did have Fogzilla there jamming, calling it off, but it was after Fogzilla was given a personal invitation to the shoulders of not only Chronic, but then Billy. Chronic again, then Billy again, and it was all a bit of a...
He was a bit like a ping-pong ball.
It really was, and now I'm tired from watching it.
Oh, don't get tired, babes. We've still got 23 minutes left of this first period. 7 plays 12. SDRD able to pick up 4 points in that last pass despite not having lead jammer. Let's see what Rufio up against Shank McCoy can do now. Shank McCoy certainly striding out past Smack Bauer, picks up lead.
Shank really does have that explosive power that you want from a jammer who comes up against every member of the opposition, boof, 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 but still has the power. There, we'll see it again. to still keep going out of that turn and to boss it round the track. I love me some Shank.
I can tell. Smooth line around the outside as well. Really helped his pass. Coming in again. But MRD's NWO have stretched that pack out as far as possible. And just as Rufio hits a scoring position, Shank calls the jam. No points for either team. Oh, except for the 5 that Shank had already picked up.
Well, we've already accounted for those.
Everybody had already seen that, right?
Speaking of both teams, we have 1 apiece in the Sisu penalty box. Can't quite see who it is from here. Just blockers.
Oh, never just blockers, baby.
I'm joking.
Never just blockers.
I'm joking, darling.
Don't anger the internet.
I'm not. I'm one of them. But no one knows that. That's how, anyway, so story for another day.
Enough about you. Fish with the start up against Blitzkrieg for SDRD. Blitzkrieg pushing forward. Very bodily there. Trying to get around. Oh, my God. No penalty picked up, though. And Blitzkrieg resets, able to pick up lead.
But we've had the jam call because Fish is bleeding from his face. He looks fine. Sorry, I made that sound a little bit dramatic. Little bit of blood, probably just a bit of a split lip. So that jam was called dead. Let's have a look at Blitz getting the lead.
So here you see, oh my God, with the knockdown. Blitzkrieg going back, recycled right the way back to jam line. Comes in again. Blitzkrieg manages to jump on through to grab that lead.
We have 1 apiece in the penalty box once more. No, my apologies. We have 2 for New World Order. We have Omar sitting there next to a Cloud Strike, that is. And we have been treated to a Reaper lead jam.
Well, Reaper coming up against Lieutenant Dam. Reaper coming in now, scoring pass ready. 3 to beat. Beautiful spins and turns in turns 3 and 4. Checks in with the bench. Keep on going as Lieutenant Dan is off to the penalty box. So this is Power Jam in favour of SDRD. And the crowd is silent, Very Cherry, for the first time in this game. Watching as Reaper racks up those points. 10 so far. No pack is called as SDRD form up around. Oh my God. Clearly a threat to Reaper. Reaper, however, juking and jiving, takes it to the inside. Knocked out by Spencer, forced to recycle into turn 2. Sutton comes in to run some offensive work. Cannot break up the 3 wall from MRD. And in fact...
Sorry, I was just like, oh my God, no one has seen Lieutenant Dan come out of the penalty box, go past every member of SDRD. Lieutenant Dan whipping the crowd up there, showing off his Jammer star. I think there's a few Lieutenant Dan fans here in the building.
I'm sure there is. 14 points picked up by SDRD. Highest scoring jam so far in this game, but we are only going into jam 11. New World Order sitting at 7. 19 and a half minutes left of this game. Scrimley with the star for New World Order.
And we have Fluke there for SDRD. Scrimley, obviously, last time he jammed straight up that inside, no messing, not having the same look this time. But we are being treated to that beautiful defense of Scooby Zoom from Manchester, really giving Fluke a hard time at the back of the pack. But Fluke with the old bean dip in that inside and very popular with the home crowd.
Yep, and Scrimley with a tiny apex jump to also get out of the initial pass. Both jammers now looking to hunt down points. Fluke in the mix and in a scoring position, denies Scrimley opportunity to score, picking up 2 for SDRD along the way. SDRDA? No idea.
Just make up a team, love.
Just acronyms.
Right, so looking at point from here. CC penalty box does look empty, which is wonderful.
We're about ready to kick off. Very Cherry, it's Rufio up against Jam Master J. Scrum at pivot jam line, but Jam Master J finds the way.
Nice. Rufio trying to get a similar experience. No pass, no penalty, as he just goes in and back out again. Lovely work there from Rufio, and we are now being treated to that explosion that, to be honest, I think only New World Order can do.
Well, you know what? Jam Master J in the mix here. Rufio, though, out and scoring points. Bencher asking Jam Master J to call it. but in a little world of his own. Doesn't do it in quite some time. 4 points apiece picked up for those teams. New World Order now sitting at 11, SDRD on 37. And we're going to have a look at Rufio's scoring pass.
Yeah, this was really clever from Manchester. And as I said before, they ruled the roost here, I have to say, with that explosion of being able to do this like quick, fast. I'm not saying other teams can't do it. They're kind of the kings at it.
Well, the switch between defence and offence is a wonder to behold, for sure. Fish against Shank McCoy. Scrum of bodies in between Jam and Pivot. Shank McCoy with that jump.
We have lost Gazuka to the Sisu penalty box, so SDRD with the lead jammer and the pack advantage at the moment. Whistles are being called. I can't see who's going off just yet. That looks like it is Velociraptor.
It is Velociraptor.
Shank does a lovely grabbing a couple more points and calls off the jam.
Well, you know, we saw their Fish once again faking out that star pass.
Oh, he's a bit tricky, isn't he, our Fish?
A bit slippery.
Is he covered in brine again?
5 points picked up by SDRD, taking them to 42. New World Order at 11. We've got 16 and a half minutes left of this first half.
Sisu penalty box has 2 of NWO in attendance. SDRD are all out on the track. We have a Reaper jamming up against Dan, but this pack advantage has surely got to work in Reaper's way.
Oh, as soon as you say that, you're wrong, Very
I'm
Cherry.
sorry.
Beautiful hop from Lieutenant Dan. Gets him over the line. Reaper having to struggle on, not lead jammer, about half a lap behind. All the action now concentrated in turn 4, coming up towards the pivot line. Oh, and fabulous dip from Lieutenant Dan. Shrugs off a late hit from Skelton. We're going to see Lieutenant Dan grabbing lead.
Let's have a look. This was where I was like, oh no, I bet it doesn't conclude.
This is the bit that you were wrong.
Thanks, Mom.
Lieutenant Dan with that neat little hop.
Beautiful stuff there from Dan.
4 points picked up by New World Order takes them to 15. SDRD holding at 42.
But I do have to say, Manchester are the ones who, every time I look over at Sisu penalty box, Manchester are there. So the discomfort, not so much. Right, I'm going to stop talking about penalties because Blitz is now going to the penalty box as the jammer. So Gazuka is your active and only jammer on the track. Apologies, it's Fogzilla. I knew there was a Z in it.
Low block penalty was assessed to Blitzkrieg from SDRD, and that's how he picked up the penalty. So time and opportunity now for New World Order to close this gap, and Fogzilla working that. Plays the game short though, icing SDRD's I'm sorry, I don't know. SDRD's jammer in the penalty box, picking up 5 for New World Order. Takes their score to 20.
Yeah, not just icing the jammer there, B, icing the pivot as well. So,
oh, you're so clever.
Well, I've got eyes.
Oh,
Eyes on the prize, mate.
glad
Eyes
one
on
of
the
us.
prize.
Glad one of us has.
I'm not saying that Blitz and Billy are the prize. There's not a raffle later to win them, as far as I know.
Easy, Tiger. So power jam start for Rufio. Rufio taking his time here. Very jumpy jammer for New World Order.
But he's been met by a lovely wall of, that is Bruce Skelton and Sutton, as the SDRD boys come bouncing out of the Sisu penalty box now. Lead has gone to Rufio though.
Well, Sutton with that knockout and take back, and oh my goodness, forcing the cut on Rufio. Not what New World Order would want right now.
It was not, but you've got to give props to Sutton there. I know sometimes he plays up to it a little bit, and he is that character that we all love. But got the track cut called, so nice one, Sutton.
Absolutely. Blitzkrieg with opportunity. Fakes the moves. Shroom's not able to keep up. And so points on the board for SDRD. 5 so far. Blitzkrieg coming in again. Huge takedown on Shrooms here in the corner of turn 2. And Shrooms escorting to the outside. Forces Blitzkrieg into the centre. He's going to be recycled right the way back into turn 2 once again. All the action happening on the straightaway. But Rufio is back on track and in play in this stretched out pack.
Yeah, losing a blocker though from SDRD. Bruce is now going to the Sisu penalty box. But he's also been joined by Bosch from New World Order, so the advantage is gone. No one's got it. And Rufio just kind of slithers on through, gets past Sutton at the front. Not an easy feat to do at all.
No, but completed that scoring pass, 4 points. This is, of course, a full 2-minute jam, as both jammers had spent time in the penalty box. Already, Blitzkrieg on 14 points. 4 points for Rufio. And Blitzkrieg completing another pass. Everybody taking it a little bit slow here right now. We've seen a lot of physicality out on track during this jam, Very Cherry. And I think everybody just taking a moment to have a quick breath. Quick breather. Except for Blitzkrieg, who's trying to just jump lines.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised from watching these two teams a fair amount while we just enjoy this replay. I wouldn't be surprised if both bench managers have said, look, chums, should we just chill this one down a little bit? We've got a long way to go. We can have a lavender bath later.
I don't think there's any lavender baths promised until you know you're going to get that gold medal. Whoa. 8 points picked up by New World Order. 20 points, though, by SDRD. Super jam for them. Highest scoring jam so far in this game. 62 plays 28. We've got 12 minutes left of this first half.
And we are just enjoying a team timeout. Who called it? Who's flashing? It is a New World Order called that timeout. And to be honest, I think both teams probably did need it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have a, little chill, little talk with each other. Touch hand, high fives, touch hands.
Touch hands.
That?
Yeah,
touch
great. Everybody, touch hands. If you're watching at home, you're feeling stressed. Oh my God, somebody's touching my hand.
It's only me.
Touch hands and feel better. But I do have to say, we looked at that replay of the big hit from Shrooms down on SDRD's jammer, and things were feeling feisty. There was that little period of play. Now, New World Order are not in position right now to let their emotions run high. They've got the 28 points. It's a 34-point differential in favour of SDRD, and they really are going to have to work here to get that smaller, to become level with it, and to, I'm sure what their goal would be to actually take over, surpass, yeah. They're not going to do that with blockers in the penalty box.
They're not, bait at all. And we are starting with a New World Order blocker in the penalty box. So that Shrooms your pivot. Fluke makes the most out of this. Grabs lead jammer while Fish comes around. Jammer star in hand. Does a dance with Billy, but does get past. Oh, I just love dancing today, don't I?
You do.
Just in the mood.
Fluke came back into that pack, found resistance, passed as many as possible and called off the jam, grabbing 3 further points for SDRD and holding New World Order scoreless once again.
Now, B, you said a second ago, we need to make sure that these teams calm down a little bit, don't let emotions run wild.
Yeah.
But you know what is absolutely fantastic that we are seeing more and more of, especially when these two teams playing after every jam, the hand slaps, the appreciation, the bromance happening. I'm loving it.
I'm here for it. This is my vibe.
That's all I'm here for.
Jam Master J, but Lieutenant Dan getting air. I think the highest we've seen all weekend. Shrooms with that huge hit on Jam Master J. Lieutenant Dan, though, putting on the burners here.
Yeah, Lieutenant Dan, really such a powerful jammer. And I'm confident of saying that we pressed the replay button. Yeah, Riggs? Yeah, we did.
And here you can see from the starting whistle, line up on the pivot line. Teams start to form up those walls, and Lieutenant Dan just giving that huge jump, getting plenty of air to completely neutralise the defences. 4 points picked up by New World Order. 32 plays 65.
I bet Lieutenant Dan does that thing, at the gym where you jump on a squidgy box.
I have heard of this thing. Fogzilla with the star now, up against Shank McCoy. And it is Shank McCoy, your lead jammer.
Yeah, lovely work there from Shank, grabbing lead. Maybe NWO were expecting another leap there from Lieutenant Dan, but what they did get was a little Shank jump instead. Small but mighty, just like our Shank.
Well, Shank coming in now on a second scoring pass, not scrubbing off this speed at all, looking for a way in. 747 Scooby with the pickup and knockback. But Shank able to move to the outside line, find the space and complete a scoring pass.
Yeah, that was pretty tasty from Shank coming around the outside there. NWO not able to get outside quite enough, but they are setting up that tripod once more. Omar's looking hungry like the wolf as always. But Shank says, I'm not swimming into this.
Well, no, he's not going to swim in it at all. New World Order also passing the star towards the end of that jam to Scooby,
Oh, hello.
but not able to capitalise. 12 points for SDRD, nil points for New World Order.
There's some chanting going on. I can't remember what it is. I think it might be for Rufio.
I think
he
it
is
is
the jammer, right?
Yeah, that's right. Rufio with the star for New World Order. Fluke for SDRD. Fluke takes the outside line. Last one to pass is Shrooms. Passes no problem there, Cherry.
Yeah, that was pretty tasty there. That little shimmy past Shrooms. But Rufio, the chant backfired and he's in the Sisu penalty box. So Fluke has the run of the mill to himself. And I have to say, B, his footwork on that corner was
sweet as
a crunch corner.
Oh, I love them. Well, Fluke coming in, hits Shrooms though, and that's a back block penalty going to be assessed off to the Sisu mouthguard penalty box. And that does mean that MRD, New World Order's jammer, will be released and on a power jam. 1 minute 17 left of this jam, Cherry.
And as you say, here he comes. Hello.
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 So Rufio now with opportunity. SDRD with 2 blockers out on track. Spencer came in to disrupt, worked out well. Rufio through and completing that initial. But SDRD lining up to build some brilliant defense. I really believe here that MRD need to start rocking up that active offense to help their jammer out. But otherwise distracted by Fluke being back on track and in play for SDRD. Picking off jammers individually. Spencer now last line of defense. Rufio in the mix, just waiting for an in. And SDRD's jammer Fluke already with a scoring pass. Puts more points in his pocket.
We are losing a blocker apiece to the Sisu penalty box. We've got Savage Hunt having a sit down. And number 24. I should know who all these people are by now.
Smack Bauer.
Thank you. Of course, the name at number actually makes sense.
Oh, little dip.
Beautiful.
From Fluke in turn 2.
Big cuddle from Sutton there. Big cuddle onto Boosh, into Rufio from Sutton. Sutton not happy, and I think the crowd not really on Sutton's side here.
Well, let's check out Fluke's fancy footwork on the inside line.
Yeah, let's focus on the positives, Boo.
Exactly. So here you can see Fluke coming in. Just beautiful spin. Takes the momentum from that hit, Cherry, and then turns it into a triple axel loop.
They are the worst when you hit an opposing jammer and it helps them.
Oh,
it's like giving them 50 quid and then 50 quid.
Well, New World Order on 39, SDRD 91, 6.5 minutes left of this first half. Fish versus Reaper, and everybody right now in the mix. But Fish finds the way, swims up the inside line to grab lead jammer for New World Order. Could this be the jam that turns things around?
Well, it may well be. We are losing blockers, though, to the Sisu penalty box. Ace-Bit going to the box for SDRD. We also have Gazuka going for New World Order. But what is happening? Jam ended. I thought there was just lots of penalties happening.
There was a fantastic little piece of work there by Fish, who came in very gently into that pack, pretty much unnoticed by the SDRD blockers, and was able to just take an inside line with very little effort to grab those 4 points and call off the jam. 43 plays at 91. 5.5 minutes left of this first half.
Do you think SDRD can get to this entry before half time?
I'm sure they can, but I guess we'll find out. Jam Master J up against Lieutenant Dan. Jam Master J takes the outside. Shrooms with the knockout. Going to force a recycle. Lieutenant Dan puts the speed on, but also knocked out by 1-3. 1-4. Robert the Bruise. And it is lead to Jam Master J.
Dan is not going to be happy with that at all. Oh, Bruce doing a beautiful bean dip there to go pivot on pivot with Shrooms at the front of the pack. Dan has his start back on his head, but Jam Master J is in charge of this jam. Tasty stuff there from the SDRD jammer.
We're going to see that Shrooms knockout once again.
Do, 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 do.
You see Lieutenant Dan coming around the outside. Jam Master J, though, takes that hit. And Shrooms doing a fantastic piece of work at keeping upright and inbounds.
Little matrix move.
Uh-huh.
Love it. I feel they need to do a sound effect during the replay. I don't know why.
It's beautiful.
Thanks, mate.
3 points picked up by Southern Dust Comfort Roller Derby. Takes them to 94. New World Order on 43. We're back into the action with Scrimley jamming for New World Order. Shank McCoy for SDRD. And Shank McCoy, your lead jammer.
But Scrimley is not far behind him. Looks like SDRD got a little bit distracted there. Scrimley making the most out of that. But Shank is coming round. Sees the opportunity to neutralise Scrimley and calls off the jam. Did anyone pick anything up there? Let's have a look. SDRD grabbing 2. We're just going to wait for our wonderful jam ref Holly to decide there. Assesses the situation and nothing picked up there for Manchester. So we are now on 96 to 43. 3 minutes left to go and 36 seconds.
Well, SDRD certainly inching closer towards that century mark, which was your wish for half-time, Cherry.
It is. I mean, I've got other wishes. That's not it.
Fogzilla with the star for New World Order.
Oh, Fogzilla coming round like an absolute bat out of hell there, B.
Oh, Blitzkrieg on the inside line. Not yet lead jammer. Takes a hit. Somebody's picked up a cut track penalty, and that is Fogzilla. So SDRD now with opportunity as lead jammer's wide open. Blitzkrieg able to just take that with both hands.
Do you know how I knew it was the power jam? Because I saw Steve doing the power jam, milking the cow.
Doing the power jam dance.
Thanks for benching us as well, Steve.
Thank you for
I
your
know
time.
you like to bench as many teams as possible.
At the same time.
Now you're benching the announcers. God bless you.
Blitzkrieg came into turn 1, met with a little bit of resistance and called off the jam, but was able to pick up points along the way. 2 in total. So now closer still to that 100 mark. Fogzilla standing in the Sisu mouthguard penalty box as we begin this next jam with a power jam, Cherry.
It is a power jam, but SDRD do have a slight pack disadvantage as Sutton is sitting down thinking about that forearms that he did. And Fluke kind of makes it look a bit easy on that old outside.
Fogzilla back on track and in play, met with a wall of black. Takes the outside line though. Left uncovered by SDRD. Oh my God! With that late hit on Fluke, and Fluke leaping into the air.
Are we going to have a look at that? Let's have a look.
Let's just replay it. Here you see, oh my God, lining up towards the front of that pack. Beautiful work from New World Order's jammer. But then, oh my God, just coming in. We'd already seen the dip from Fluke. As he came out of that dip, oh my God, went in for the hit. And again, Fluke able to use the momentum from it to do some fancy footwork and carry on.
That might be my second favourite jammer thing I've seen this weekend. First favourite, Sparky's Double Apex, but that's for another day to talk about.
Lieutenant Dan now against Jam Master J.
Shrooms coming in for the offence against the might that is Savage Hunt, Baruz and Skelton, but Lieutenant Dan does what Dan does best and grabs lead.
A little bit messy on the inside line of turn 1 as Lieutenant Dan comes in now for a scoring pass. Sutton hanging out front, ready to pounce, but Shrooms also looking for giving some support once he can get rid of this tricky Jam Master J.
But Shrooms was given an out-of-play penalty, I believe, there. So he will be going to the Sisu penalty box. As you said, Pete, it's getting a touch messy, but look how close we are to half-time. I think everybody needs their half-time orange, maybe like a weighted blanket and a little pep talk.
Oh, babes, I love that. Lieutenant Dan coming in for another scoring pass, decides to call off the jam. That will probably leave us with one more jam of this half. 6 points picked up by New World Order.
SDRD only going to slap that century, B. Come on, you know what to do. Yes.
I really dislike high fives for a number of reasons, but for you, I'll do it.
Thanks, babe.
So nobody willing to call a timeout, I don't believe, here. And that does mean that we're going to go straight into half-time.
We are indeed. So do come back to us. Look at our wonderful home crowd. So hi, look at us instead with medals. Represent.
Still wearing them.
We are. I still don't really know how to use this backwards camera though.
Whoever gets mine will enjoy the smell of my perfume mixed with tournament
Whoever
Fun.
gets mine will enjoy the smell of swimming pools, because I've been in one. A hot tub, if you will. I did. Done it. I'm living my best life.
Big difference between a hot
Hot
tub.
pudding. That is me in the hot tub.
Hot tub and a swimming pool.
Shall we just go?
Shall we?
Bye.
This is a gold medal game. We'll see you after half time.